Cheating problem.
Cheating problem.
Cheating.
Cheater.
This is the cheat that I'm using.
Everybody's talking about cheating in CS2 and the Valve's anti-cheat. I went on a Google spree, so you don't have to. Excuse my English accent as we go through the library of knowledge together. And at the end, we'll have a talk with our special guest. Counter-Strike community doesn't feel like Valve's anti-cheat is working. If you ask an average CS player for an opinion, they'll say that the anti-cheat doesn't work properly. And who could blame them? There's hundreds of blatant cheaters on Premier leaderboard even today. It's documented that around 30% of players cheat at any given time, which is mind-blowing, and I hope it's not true. But it probably is, that's why I die so much in CS2. Let's see who cheats the most. Men. According to the General Social Survey, men are more likely to cheat than women, with 20% of men and 13% of women reporting having Oh, that's not the topic. So what's the problem with Valve's anti-cheat? We have a few options. First one is that it just doesn't work. Cheats are too advanced and sophisticated. Well, it is true, but that's just too boring, so for the sake of this video, we'll go with the second option, which is Valve's perfecting their AI anti-cheat. Why doesn't Valve use AnyBrain AI anti-cheat? Well, apparently AnyBrain was used to monitor players in CSGO along with Valorant, Apex Legends, League of Legends and Rocket League, but AnyBrain is not on the same scale as Valve. Valve has 7 years of data to teach their own AI anti-cheat. AnyBrain would not be good enough at this current time. So Valve's own AI anti-cheat it is. Richard Lewis talked about it briefly in his video. Basically, he said that 90,000 accounts got banned, which is good. You don't want to have your game infested with cheaters. People would leave the game. But this slows down the process of AI learning through data that it is fed by the cheaters. He also talked about how invasive anti-cheats were. And it is true, there's a fine balance between exposition of private files on your computer and cleaning a rat-infested game. There are AI cheats that even don't leave a fingerprint on your PC, making the detection harder if not impossible by a classic anti-cheat. A classic anti-cheat that is in every game, it just doesn't work quickly enough. You could count on your fingers how many times you have witnessed someone being banned during your game. It is rare. So Valve decided to upgrade their anti-cheat with CS2, VAC Live. People don't believe it works, saying that there's articles talking about Counter-Strike AI anti-cheats even dating back to 2017 and even 2015. So what's taking so long? If we are going to be honest, in 2023 some AI models don't know how to draw a hand properly. Do we really want AI to decide who should be banned? Apparently it's 99.9% accurate, which means that in theory, and I'm going to stretch this for the sake of the argument, one player in 1,000 is wrongly accused of cheating, or not accused even though they should be. The number is probably lower, but you get my point. AI is fed by a huge number of biometric data, your keystrokes, mouse movement, combination of the two, so it can create your biometric gaming ID. There's an amazing video about all of the topics I talked about by Basically Homeless. Go check it out, a link is in the description. So why are some blatant cheaters still in your games? Valve's AI model desperately needs more data. AI needs to learn every possible movement and reaction of a cheater or a non-cheater so it can judge correctly. If they ban cheaters, they lose data, process is delayed. If they ban an innocent person, they lose players, they lose money. Speaking of money, Valve has a lot of it, so why isn't this already done? I honestly think it's the intrusive part. Their anti-cheat needs to be efficient enough without sniffing through your files. With some cheats, file sniffing doesn't even help. That's why most AI anti-cheats work more on a visual aspect. It tries to find a natural movement or something that doesn't match your biometric ID we mentioned earlier. This seems easy for detecting aimbot, aimlock or aim assist of some kind, but what about wall hacks? How do you differentiate someone who has great game sense, or pre-fires corner as well, with someone using wall hacks. There are different ways that AI can detect wall hacks, depending on how the cheating software works and how the game data is transmitted. Kernel-level anti-cheat is a system that scans the player's computer for any suspicious software. Behavioral analysis is a system that monitors the player's behavior and performance in the game. Valve uses this one. But the most interesting to me was radio signal analysis. This is a system that uses radio waves such as Wi-Fi to create a 3D image of the environment and the players behind walls. It can compare the image with the game data and detect any discrepancies, such as a player seeing or shooting at something that they should not be able to see. This method can detect most types of wall hacks, but it may also require special hardware and software. And it may even not work in some environments or situations. It really is a great task for both Valve and hackers. It's about who will find the Holy Grail first. The time for a perfect AI anti-cheat has not come yet. But what has come is time for an interview with a special guest, none other than AI itself.
Hello. I'm happy to be your guest and answer some questions about AI anti-cheats in video games, specifically Counter-Strike.
Tell us, AI, when will we see AI anti-cheats perfected in video games?
That is a very interesting question. AI anti-cheats are a promising technology that aims to detect and prevent cheating in video games, especially in competitive FPS games like Counter-Strike. However, perfecting AI anti-cheats is not an easy task, as there are many challenges and limitations involved. Some of the challenges and limitations are cheating methods are constantly evolving and becoming more sophisticated, making it harder for AI anti-cheats to keep up and detect them. AI anti-cheats require a lot of data and computational resources to train and run, which may affect the performance and privacy of the game and the players. AI anti-cheats may have false positives or false negatives, meaning that they may wrongly accuse innocent players of cheating or fail to catch actual cheaters. AI anti-cheats may not be able to detect all types of cheating, such as social engineering, account sharing, boosting, or smurfing. Therefore, AI anti-cheats are not perfect and may never be. However, they can still be improved and refined over time by using more advanced algorithms, better data sources, and more feedback from the players and the developers. AI anti-cheats can also work together with other anti-cheat methods, such as manual reports, human reviews, hardware bans, or biometric profiles, to create a more comprehensive and effective anti-cheat system.
Players are furious about cheating in Counter-Strike. What should they do to relax and enjoy life again?
Go outside and absorb some sunlight.
Okay, well, there you go, people. In conclusion, we need to wait a bit more. I promise that I'm going back to my stupid content after this video. Until then,
remember, patience, discipline.
Nam se da se ovo rekorda sve, pičku, vater bilo bi... There are... Bože Isus, ovo je teško jebati.